You're watching Seeking Gravity. And this is how we play 9-ball. Balls numbered 1 through 9 must be played in rotation, requiring the cue ball to always strike the lowest numbered ball on the table first. Balls are racked in random order, with the 1 in front and 9 in the middle. By first making contact with the lowest numbered ball on the table, any ball can be pocketed with a combo or carom, and it remains your turn. You cannot, however, strike a higher numbered ball on the table first to sink the lowest numbered ball on the table. This is a foul. All fouls give your opponent ball in hand, a huge advantage. You can win the rack by sinking the 9 early, as long as you use the lowest numbered ball on the table to initiate the shot. A push-out is an option on the first shot after the break, and it isn't required to follow any of the rules, but the opponent gets to decide if they want to take on the resulting leave or give the next shot right back. Jumping and jump cues are allowed, adding a little flair to the game. 1 through 9. Only one ball matters. Only one ball counts. The 9. Okay, thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys. You got myself, Matt McDaniel, and DJ Garza here in the booth for match 1. This should be a fantastic match between Rob and Alan. It was a tight one last time, and I'm excited to see this one. What do you think, DJ?
I'm very excited.
Do you have any? What's your guesses on how this is going to end up?
Rob's shooting pretty well. We played a couple nights ago. And yeah, it was a tough match. He won 5-2, so he's on right now.
Nice. And then we've got myself and Brian finishing up the night with match 2. And Brian's had a pretty strong season too. I think better than I think he looks on paper.
Yeah.
You know, and I think he's got a couple matches left, and he should be finishing pretty strong. So, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Alan versus Brian. Second. Give me 1 second here. All right. So looks like who won that?
Alan won the leg.
Alan won the leg. Okay. Get that going here in just a second. It's the one thing that I didn't get squared away here, and we'll need to do it on the fly. Alright, get you guys some table sound here. So let's see here.
Looks like it made the 5 ball, but hooked itself on the 1. So probably a push out coming up.
Push out.
Yeah, Alan just called push out. So forgive me guys as I test this really quick. Almost there. Let's try that. Almost there. We can go and run at that and I'll fix it on the fly here. There we go. Good as new. Alright, so that brings Alan back to the table here. Got our scoreboard situation figured out. Nice shot by Alan. I think he's going to try and cut this back to the opposite corner.
Matt, what goes through your mind when you're coming out of a push out, determining if you want to take the shot or pass it back? What do you look for?
Oh gosh. On a push out? Well, what if I can make it? They completely blew it.
Right, yeah.
So if I shot it or if I'm receiving it?
If you're receiving it, so.
Yeah, I think, let's see here. Easy safe opportunity. So that's a frequent issue most people have with those cutback banks, is they don't put enough on it.
Yeah.
Enough cut angle on it, because cut induced throw kind of squirrels it off the rail there. Alright. Thank you guys for joining us on your Monday evening. It was a pretty nice day today.
Yeah.
Spent most of it buried in the studio, but I went out for a late lunch and I saw the sun, so. It's always a nice day when you get to wear your sunglasses.
That 8 kind of threw that safe shot off a little bit. Slowed that 2 down.
There's our table sound. Let's bring us up a little bit here. Test, test. Let's try that. There we go. Now I'm hearing myself. DJ?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. There we go.
Good shot.
Yeah.
So who are you going with, Matt? Who's your pick in this matchup?
I think Rob's just in form right now, much more than Alan is. We got a weird feedback thing going on. Weird hum going on.
Nice shot, Rob.
There it is. When you lean forward, lean forward. Really weird. Let's see if we can get this out of the way. Yeah, we got a weird hum going on. I don't know.
Looks like Rob hit that 50-yard line.
Ooh,
Nice shot.
nice. Alright, so Rob takes rack 1 here. When you touch that screen, it goes away.
Oh, yep.
What is happening? Okay, so where's his power cable running? So, unplug his power cable for just a second. There it is, so it's touching the HDMI cable. That's our issue. A hum can come out of literally nowhere.
Yeah.
It's still there. But when you touch the screen, it goes away. That is wild.
That's weird.
Drop this power cable altogether. Let's see if that doesn't. Nope.
It's still there.
Interesting. It's you have the magic touch. I can't do it.
I'm gonna go like this. Just hold it right here.
That is crazy. What?
Yeah, it's amazing how this stuff works. Like,
I'm just trying to figure out how that's getting, that signal's getting in our feed right now. Oh well. Alright, so Alan's staring down a kind of a tricky one ball here. It can... No, I think the 8 ball's blocking it from the top left. I think you just gotta play safe here. Oh, he's pushing.
it's a weird
Wait,
choice
no.
for a push.
Wait,
Wouldn't be a push.
didn't Rob break?
Yeah, Rob broke in his try.
I thought he said push. Turn the mic up a little bit here so we can hear him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's playing safe. He's not gonna like that.
Nope.
At all.
That's a tough shot.
Yep, taking his medicine, as they say. Just keeping it simple. Long shot on the 2 ball.
But that'll get him natural position on the 3.
Yeah, it's all
into that
speed.
corner.
Yeah.
I think it passes the 4. I think it does. Yeah, it should.
He's gonna be heading in the wrong direction after this 3, so he's gotta make sure that he's gonna go 2 rails around.
And avoid the 9. You
Yeah,
might.
that shouldn't be too hard. It's more probably the 8 ball coming back around. Oof. I think Alan can still see that.
Yeah, he's got like no hands. It's gonna be tough to hold. Yep, hold for that 4.
Alright, so that 5 ball is not in the easiest spot, so it's not a walk in the park for Rob here.
I'm thinking he goes one rail up, just to that front rail and back up for the 5. Just like that.
Mm-hmm. Good shot.
Yeah, Rob's shooting real strong right now, so. Yeah, we played at James's house before the weekend, and we were taking turns giving each other the rack, missing the 9, leaving it right in the pocket. I'm glad that was a non-featured match, 'cause I was not happy with how I was shooting.
Good speed, leaving himself on the right side of that 7 ball. Yeah, nice shooting, Rob.
Nice out.
Yeah, so just a reminder, here's our 2 players so far this season. We're reaching the end. This is the second to last week of normal play, and then we've got playoffs, which we'll be making an announcement how all that stuff's going to work here in the next week or so you guys can plan for that, including a very cool wild card shootout for everyone that's in the bottom 5, which I was telling Alan that we were talking a little bit about today in terms of final plans for it, and I almost wish I was in the bottom 5 just to do it, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun for everyone who's going to do it. Rob getting intimate with the rack. Traveling just a little too far there. We held it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's almost back online. It's so hard to get back on track once you miss position by even a little bit.
Yeah, I think he... Yeah, that's rough. I mean, he can cut that in. I think he can squeeze by the 6. He's checking it out right now.
I think we're going to see a safety coming up here.
Yeah, I mean, he could potentially cut that in. It's going to get real messy with that cue ball flying around.
Yeah.
He's going to definitely contact the 6. And then it's a crapshoot from there. I think he's going for it. Oh, no, you're right.
You got it.
Nice shot. Alright, so Alan's looking for a solid hit here on the pink 4. Good hit, and...
Do it.
Oh.
That sucks. So Rob's shooting strong and getting the rolls. It's hard to fight that sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I had the magic touch, now it's gone.
Oh, it's back now. Wow, Rob just probably his pace is just a hair too quick. So Alan again, not a really good look here. I'd just boot this, leave distance, and try and leave yourself behind the 8-ball. Too much bite on it, but he should fare okay on this.
Yeah. Looks like he's just trying to return the serve, but
Yeah.
came up a little bit short.
I just want to toss another thank you out to you guys tuning in tonight and watching. If you guys have questions or are curious about anything, you will give us commentators something to chew on. That would be awesome. So if you got any questions, let us know.
Oh, did you get that one? Yeah, I did. All right, so I put the next one also.
So I would go low left on this. So I'd cut it in the bottom right, and then go off the top rail and back center table. Alan didn't bite into it as much as he wanted to.
Ooh. He's just not getting any luck on the roll.
Sarcastic fist pump from Alan. All you can do is just bear down and shoot your best and wait for the tide to turn your way. Ooh, ooh. Him and that 6-ball, it's his nemesis tonight so far.
Alan's writing down notes.
Yeah.
Leave Rob to 6.
Yeah.
It's funny, there's always that one ball in the rack that seems to be the problem ball.
Alright, so it's a chance for Alan to get some momentum here. Nice shot. Take your time, Alan. Alright, so Alan gets on the board, claims his first rack. Rob leads 2-1.
I can't blow a 4-0 lead this time.
It makes me wonder
No.
if it's something with this on the ground. Because it's you. You
It
got
is
the
me,
magic
yeah.
touch.
That's so weird.
I'm trying to figure out what could be causing that. Stand up. We're troubleshooting this buzz. Let go of it.
Well, this is the only one I'm real.
That is so wild.
I wonder if the power cord on the bottom,
I think it might be this.
the jump drive.
Yeah.
What?
I blew it on that 6.
Right. Oh no, it's still there. It's your headset.
It's gotta be.
Let go. Okay, stand by. Yeah, so it's your headset.
When we muted it?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yep. It did. I'm just gonna try and.
A different channel.
I can't. I don't know, man. Maybe it's your glasses. I don't
Maybe.
know. I don't know what it is. That's crazy. Oh, sorry guys.
I guess I'm just sitting right here. Looks like. Yeah, that's super weird.
Yeah, it's a first. I think sometimes Rob's at risk of feeling too comfortable. I think we all get there at some point, but the last couple times he's played, I felt that he's played faster than what I'm used to seeing him play, at least.
For me, I think I shoot a little differently when the camera's on. I don't know what it is.
Well, the camera's on you. That's
Yeah.
the difference.
Well, yeah. Oh. Almost got lucky. Yep, Rob just needs to focus and finish this rack out. Looks like Rob might get a little fortunate with the leave. Kind of a tough cut, but still makeable.
Too fast, Ellen. Too fast, Ellen. Oh, that hurts so much. He's sitting there, roll funky, roll funky. That's not too bad. He's got to shoot right off the rail. Those are never easy. Now Alan's going, don't roll funky, don't roll funky. That's a pretty good angle. He didn't want it straight. Still got to come with a shot here. He lucked out here.
Yeah, those shots for me, I try to force the cue ball, and things like that happen where it rattles in the pocket. And yeah.
Let go. It's still there. Okay. Still troubleshooting the buzz. Alright, so what's Rob thinking here? What's he cooking up?
Looks like he's gonna kick at it. Maybe. You can go one, and then if you're a little off, go two rail, and it's still makeable. I think he's gonna try and kick at it.
That was way off.
Yeah.
That was way off for Rob, I should say. Okay, so Alan can take this 2-2. And this is going to be, if this is a tie game, Rob's pocketed a lot more balls than Alan to get here, so it's kind of interesting. And this pool table was the great equalizer, right? It's crazy how many times it comes down to the last two balls. Often the last ball.
Yeah.
Amanda, yes, that's a good question. Moving ball, why do some players shift some of the balls from pocket to pocket? So that's out of habit. These are really big pockets. These pockets will accommodate. Chatting out there. These pockets will accommodate probably 6 balls without being any danger. But you know, sometimes if it's a full pocket, you can kind of see the head of a ball poking out, and it can be distracting to see your pocket line. Or the biggest fear is, you know, you hitting hard and the ball jumping back out. So you'll see a lot of more experienced players, if there's a full pocket, they'll go over and take a couple out. It also just gives them the opportunity to take another second to think about the shot angle. We should have kept a stat that talked about how many times the 9 ball got a shot from at least both players once. I mean, I bet on this table it's a phenomenal percentage. So Rob's going to be cutting this to the pocket nearest to you guys right here. Oh, he really smacked that. So
I feel like he rushed on that quite a bit.
Well, and then it might just be our camera angle, but from this perspective, it really looked like the butt of his cue really swung out on that. So we might be seeing in real time Rob kind of coming out of stroke a little bit. I don't know if he can hit that without double hitting. Without double contact here. I think he sees it.
You almost should go to the corner where the magic rack is.
Yeah, those are so hard to see. Man. Yeah, Alan's sitting here giving us some good thought. So he just called cross corner. So he's calling the upper left corner where the magic rack's sitting on the rail. I think. Yeah. It's close. So still not an absolute gimme. Alright, so see if Rob is going to take this rack. Giving the shot line a couple views here. There it is. Alright. So Rob takes rack 4, taking a 3-1 lead.
Do you remember what the score was last time they played? I think they played a feature match, didn't they?
Yeah, Alan doesn't like to remember that match very well. So Alan went, he got on the hill, he was 4-0 up. And then Rob came storming back and took it. And I think that's probably kept Alan up a little bit at night since then.
Yep, I've been through one of those matches. I played Tiffany a couple weeks ago and had a 4-0 lead and ended up losing.
Yeah, I haven't had that happen to me yet, but man.
Yeah, I didn't sleep well that night.
Alright, so Rob breaking rack 4 here. I didn't hear anything go down.
Nope. Three ended up a little funky.
Mm-hmm.
And the 1-2, there's not really a pocket for it right now. I think it's going to be a defense.
Yeah, we're going to see some defense, I think, for a while on this rack.
It rolled out. Gonna have to stretch for this one here. Yep, that worked out better.
He finally got him.
Yep.
Alright, so Rob's at the table here. It looks like he's going to jump. So bad contact there, so Alan's going to ball in hand on the 1. And it's set up right now. He can actually get on the right side of that 3 ball. I think the 3 can get squeaked into that side pocket at really low speed. And the 4's sitting right there, so that's kind of ideal.
Yeah, the 3's got to be at just the perfect speed too, because you don't want it to hit the point there and bounce out.
Yeah, it literally just has to hit the point and fall in. Good shot, and he's got good natural shape. He just needs to avoid the 8 ball in his route to the 3 ball here. He's striking low on this ball, so I think he's going to try and find an angle coming at it, but I think it's going to be too wide. Yep. I would have just rolled forward. I think he still might have it.
I think I was going to go all the way down, just miss his position for that side.
Oh, wow. Alright, that brings Rob to the table here. I think he's going to duck this one too. It's kind of tricky though. The 8 ball makes it really tricky to either send the 3 ball or the cue ball in different directions here.
I think he plays this soft and rolls up past the 8 and uses the 8 as a blocker.
Yes, yeah, the 8's definitely the blocker here. Just, of course, we have a slightly distorted view here, so he got enough angle on it.
I think Billy right here would be called the 9 if that was him.
Oh hell yeah!
Easy carom shot. Well, not easy, but the carom is on.
Yeah, Alan's looking at it. Yeah. We should hear a called 9 here in a second. Yep, just called the Billy. I know Billy's watching right now. I wonder what he thinks about that. It's no, the 9 ball's now the Billy ball.
Yeah, when I'm down in a series, in like a race of 5, I will kind of look more for those shots to get me back on track.
Look at this.
Oh my.
What is so Rob's gotta get to the other side. I mean the 3's sitting in the pocket, but man, there's not a really great way to get to it. I mean the single rail might be there. I think that's the only thing he's got. The single rail between the 5 and the 6 there.
Yeah. Any bit of contact in it, that 3's dropping. You just gotta get a hit on it. Is he calling the 9 right here?
Oh jeez.
He did call the 9. Ooh, I think it worked out for him.
Yeah, you could say that. The ball's buried. I mean, it's a single rail escape, but
Maybe he can't see it.
No, he's gonna swerve. Wow, I thought he was shooting the 6. I was just sitting here thinking the camera angle's deceiving.
I know, I've had that happen too. It's like, I swear I can get by it. What happened?
So, Alan feeling crazy right now. He thought that cleared.
Maybe it does get by and you just hit it like bad that it deflects into the ball or something. I've had that happen plenty of times.
Ooh.
Watch out.
I think he's on the right side of that 5. Yeah, he's on the correct side. Oh, maybe not. He's looking at rolling past now. Ideally, I think he wanted to be slightly more towards center table as far as down. He kind of just drifted over now. He's going to be intersecting the shot line, which is okay. He'll drift here. Man, that was way more straight than I thought it was.
Yeah. I think he wanted a little more angle than that.
Now he's got too much angle,
Yeah.
too much reach. So he's getting out the crutch here.
I was playing just a couple racks with this guy at a bar one time, and he's like, why are you using the crutch? Are you a woman? I was like,
Why are you using it?
yeah. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why would you not use it? I'm
You-
short.
You hear all kinds of great wisdom coming out of bars, I'll tell you
Oh,
that
yeah.
much.
Good shot.
He needs it to get going. Alright, nice shot. There's another one where I think he just hyper focused on his leave. You kind of go cross-eyed and forget about your shot.
I do that too often. Worked out for him though.
Yeah, he's been fortunate tonight with those. Leaving 2 and 3 balls out is not the way to do it, but somehow Rob's found a way.
Yeah.
So Alan's looking at a kick angle here. This screams 2 rails. 2 rails all over it. He's gonna go single. Oh, we got it. Alan almost snapped his cue over his knee.
He's about to go into slurch mode.
Yeah, he's past lurch mode at this
Yeah,
point in time. Yeah, the 7's in a sticky spot. You know, considering the 8-9 situation right now,
Yeah.
I should say. So he's looking at playing the short side of the 8 ball here. I just don't like this. I would actually, where he just placed it between the 8 and 9, I'd shoot it there and I'd draw out from the top rail, and so I'd end up on the right side of the 8 there and shoot the 8 ball in the same. All 3 of these balls would go in that upper left pocket.
Or maybe a safe here, push the 7 out.
I mean, you
Use
can,
8,
but
9 as a blocker, but
yeah, if you were to put the cue ball right between the 8 and 9 right now and use draw English, you'd come right off that real nicely. It's the Rubik's Cube he's trying to solve right now. I wish we had a time lapse of this.
Right.
All the times he moves the cue ball. So he's gonna go 2 rails around. Or he's just gonna soft hit it and play the 8 all the way up the upper right. This is tricky. Yep.
Yep.
Rob's gonna be yelling at me tomorrow after he watches this. Like, Matt, why didn't you say that a little bit louder? So Rob's gonna kick at this, fair hit. Almost looked like a trick shot there, the way that kind of rolled out. Alright, so Alan, this is a fun shot. So Alan will shoot this. He'll pocket it in that bottom side pocket, and he'll spin off to the right, and then go 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 rails, and it's going to be on the bottom side of this 9 ball. But this is a shot. No, he's not. I think he just saw it.
I think his first shot was going to be just 1 rail with top.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing here. It doesn't look like he's queuing up any English, but I know that camera angle distorts it a little bit. He's hitting center ball. No, he did get it. Okay. Just not enough legs. It's a pretty good attempt, though.
Yeah, that's a tough shot.
I really like those shots. Ooh, he overcut. That's the way to do it. So Rob's calling the bank here, so it looks like that'll be your upper right pocket.
Oh, wow.
Double kiss, and this is going to line up pretty nice for Alan. So, another rack where everyone's kicking around this 9 ball. It's amazing, man. Alan doing the smart thing, getting out the bridge. You should put this away. Just don't poke it. Nice shot. Yeah, a lot of people like to poke at those bridge shots.
Oh, yeah.
And then Rob's like, I'm sweating. So one guy's freezing and one guy's sweating right now. Funny. Alright, so 3-2 Rob's lead, Alan breaking.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to go hill.
Think so?
Yeah.
Let's find out. That was kind of a weird rack. The middle of it just kind of sat there.
Yeah.
So, lucky little kiss there. Sitting the one ball near the corner pocket, so. The two's tricky for a number of reasons. It's not the hardest route around the table, but shooting off the two ball, he's got two major collision sources there, the 7-8 and the 9-5. Nice shot, Alan.
Really good shot.
So he might be straight enough to hold it on that side. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think he's gonna have to go around table. He should be able to squeak between those two sets. He should be able to go high right here and then go around the table. Nice going soft. Hit the point. Oh, and I think he's pretty happy that that happened.
Yeah.
Man, when Rob misses, he misses good.
I think Alan can see it though.
Oh yeah, he can see it. It's just cue ball's gonna be moving here. So this can still be a controlled shot. So go down far into the table here. Stay off that 6.
I think it's good.
Yeah. So you should be able to just roll this forward, and then he'll be shooting the purple 5 in the side. Nice shot, Alan. I think he might even have gotten all the way on the right side of that thing.
Still there.
It's amazing.
He's called a 9.
Yeah, I think he's just for funsies here. So it tells me that cue ball is going to be tracking to the left, but into the 9, so it should recorrect itself. He didn't touch it at all. That's why I always move that magic rack. So many funky things happen. And with a delicate shot like that, no thanks. So it's still a difficult rack here. And that 7-8 is nasty.
Good shot.
Yeah, I think he might be a little too straight in here. Yeah, he is. So he's got to give this one some scoot. Get around here.
What do you think, follow or draw?
I can't make the call here looking at this camera. The safer shots to do force follow with English and bounce around the points there, but I don't know what he can see.
Ooh.
Alright, So you always like to think fairly straightforward combo, but no combo's easy.
Yeah, the tricky part with the combos is holding that first ball to where you have a shot for it, which he did. Nice.
Alright, let's see what this. You know, a lot of people just rush these shots and kind of just not take their time. This is the most important shot on the table for this rack, so set up nicely for an easy shot in the 9 rather than making yourself sweat. And that's what he was thinking about and didn't make the 7.
Right.
Rob can't be complaining about leaves right now.
No.
Sorry, Rob. So I think he's gonna play safe. This is a makeable bank here that yeah, Alan will be looking at. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. If it didn't go, you got him safe.
Yep.
Oh, you gotta love this game.
It's on the rail, hard to jump. It's a good shot by Alan.
If you only had planned that, you know.
I think a little bit of Rob's luck is rubbing off on Alan.
That's what I'm saying, the rolls. I always get really nervous when I get like 3 or 4 rolls in a row. I'm just like, oh god, this is gonna go the other way real fast.
Yep.
Like, just keep it neutral, just back to back, you know. You get one, I get one.
You get 4 in a row and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's coming. I'm
Yeah,
gonna start
yeah.
getting some rolls coming against me.
The storm is coming.
Stay on the table.
You got lucky with that.
Yeah. Got a good leave out of it.
Okay, this is a tough shot that Rob's staring down here. This isn't just another simple safety back, because of the approach of the bank that he's got to deal with here. Yeah, it's a hard one. But he left him on the 50-yard line. Meaning if Alan tries to shoot this into the bottom right corner, there's a huge scratch potential. And then vice versa. So Shannon, Alan's pool table's coming. Do you recommend a rug? I think you're fine. Honestly, some people will put down certain things. I mean, if you already have carpet, I would just leave it. I think you're fine. You don't want to put anything down like I've seen people put down like those furniture movers. And that's not a good idea because then it will slide. If you put any strong lateral movement onto the pool table, which you quite often do when you're reaching for shots and things like that, or pushing yourself back up off of a lean. So I'll just leave it, personally. Now if you had hard floor, I'd put a rug down. It just helps with sound. Nice shot, Alan.
Nice shot.
Yeah. So if you got a hard floor, I mean a small rug doesn't hurt. In fact, I'll cut to camera 2 here, and you can kind of see it in the shadow of the pool table down underneath. So that rug's just big enough to accommodate the feet. You don't want it much larger than that because you'll be kicking it. You don't want to be kicking the edges of a rug. That's really annoying. Well, it's gonna make Rob earn it. Again, how many times? This is the third rack that they've been taking turns at 9 or 4th?
Third or fourth?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's 4. We're on rack number 6. Yeah, it's 4. Maybe 5. I don't know.
He hit that hard. Dang. Alright, so Rob's on the hill, 4-2. And just a reminder, you've got myself, Matt, playing Brian here, coming up in match 2. I always enjoy playing Brian. He's a very defensive-minded player. So, he's been playing, I think, a lot of behind, or against the ghost is what a lot of people call it. So he's, it's a purely offensive game, right? So you shoot till you miss 9-ball racks, and there's no point in playing defense because it just ends the rack. So the way that game works is you just break the rack, then you have ball in hand, and you try to run out as best you can. So, and he said that's kind of been rewiring his brain a little bit. So we'll see if that's kind of made him a little bit more aggressive in terms of just competitive league. Yeah, I think going back to the flooring issue, I think if anything, so he's getting a diamond table, so I don't know which leg style he got, but like for example, this gold crown we're playing on right now has adjustable feet. I know the diamond does too, and my diamond actually has a bolt racing system, but for example, this table has feet that rotate, so you just spin them and it raises and lowers each corner of the table, and that's definitely not something you want to do on new flooring.
No.
So I don't know which leg style he got, but yeah, I'm sure by the time he puts that down, he'll also have some questions for me too, depending on the leg style that he got. Oof, that's nasty.
Try Alan.
Mm-hmm. Cued over a ball and everything. Nice shot.
Very good shot. He's fine.
Okay, so the shot I'd prefer here would be 3 rails around. I think he was just kind of eyeballing it. So ideal spot's kind of middle of the table there. No, he's banking it. Oh. Paid off, but just almost didn't.
Could have been really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, some shots he just gets down and fires real fast. just a little bit further than he wanted. Now he's got to kind of hold this for a shot on the 7 and leave for the 8. So he's going to roll forward. He's going to have a lot of angle on this ball. Good old 7 ball getting snookered.
Like my fingers are cramping up.
Use your other hand. There you go.
Chance.
Oh, that is the weirdest thing, man.
Yeah, the power cord's not by any like.
No, it's totally you.
audio. Yeah.
It's totally you. It doesn't make any sense. So you're grounding yourself right now with that. That's the issue.
Maybe it's the chair.
Well, you stood up. That's why I troubleshot that too.
Weird.
I'm wondering if it has something to do with your glasses, honestly,
It
because
might.
we haven't had this issue yet.
Try this.
Still there? Is it as bad?
It's not as bad.
Oh, no.
So far off.
Yeah, you're not grounded somehow. Here, take your headset off altogether.
Still there?
It's just you. No, it's not here. It's just you. You're not grounded.
You know what I think it is? It's my leg.
Why?
I've got that titanium rod in my leg.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's got to be it, because we haven't had this issue yet.
It's it, yeah.
Well,
think
there goes your commentating career.
I'm like, yep. All right, I'm not in the booth anymore. Yes. Just putting it back on the camera.
That's crazy.
I didn't even think about it until now. That's what it is.
I wonder if that's ever happened to anybody ever. Oh, yeah, it's the old titanium leg.
Right.
That's crazy. Alright, so Alan focusing up and getting a halfway decent angle on this shot. So the good news is, let's see, if he just hits this with a little bit of draw, it should float and hit the bottom rail between the side and corner pockets down there. Maybe more. Yeah, there it is. Nice shot, Alan. Stay out of there. Stay out of there.
It's good.
Nice shot. Alright, one more reminder. You got myself and Brian coming up right after this match. Right now we've got Rob 4, Alan 3 in a race to 5.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah, because as soon as we put the headset down, it was fine.
Yeah.
You just need it wherever you go. You need to have a stake and a big copper line. You just stake that into the ground wherever you go.
Yep. I think it's gonna be a hill coming up here shortly.
Alright, so Alan breaking rack 8.
Two
Nice.
down, a 6 and a 3.
Yep. So he has a shot on the 1, he's just not gonna like it. So it's up into the middle side pocket there. he's drawn this. I'm surprised he didn't cut that into the side.
Yeah.
I think he's playing defense. So he's gonna slow roll this.
Just like that.
I think he actually wanted a little bit more, but because he's gonna be pretty much straight in on this shot. You'd ideally like to have had enough angle to come off that top rail. So you'll have to draw this straight back. That's 2 flukes in 3 shots. Take them when they give them to you, Alan.
Good shot.
Yeah, I was sitting here going, how could you not be grounded? You got a giant hunk of metal in you.
Yep.
I've got a couple of screws, but nothing like a leg.
No.
How much is it? How much titanium you got in you?
It is my whole upper leg,
No way.
my knee to my hip. Yep.
Not what? Your femur.
Yeah.
They replaced your femur.
Yeah.
That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
You feel like RoboCop?
No.
Hide a gun in there.
Right. It was funny. I got a citation in that accident, and I had to go to City Hall for a court appearance, and they're like, "Do you have any like?" I was in a wheelchair, and they're like, "Do you have any metal on you?" And I was like, "Yeah," because when they go through the detector, they're like, "It's gonna go off." So it was quite the summer.
I remember you carting around on that one-legged scooter,
Yeah.
shooting pool.
Yep. That was fun. Not
Right.
really.
Your spidey sense is proving you well tonight, DJ, with this hill. Look at that. Shebang.
Was that a break and run?
I don't know. I think so.
I think it
I
was.
think it was a break and run, 2 flukes.
The defense on the 1 was obviously slot, and then the 4.
That's funny. Yeah, that was a break and run. That was silly. Alright, so and that's a fun little topic we can talk about for a second. So myself, I've broken ran a few times. Rob just got his first break and run like a couple days ago. And then Alan just got his, so that's the 3 players so far have gotten break and runs. Of course, I feel we'd have a lot more break and runs if it wasn't for this very difficult table.
Right.
A lot of balls rejected out of these pockets, that's for sure.
Yeah, Rob got his at Joey's house.
Yeah.
Feature.
And he was the first to admit it's a much easier table to play on than this one, so yeah, we definitely have higher shot percentages and more break and runs for sure. If it wasn't for this delightfully tough table. Alright, so Hill, this is it. Last rack of the match. Alan wants it, I can tell you that much.
It's like the 1 and 8.
Mm-hmm. looking at the potential of where this is going to go. So it looks like he's looking at the 297, which actually isn't that bad of a shot. So a lot of people when balls are frozen like this, they think you can just hit it anywhere, but depending on where you contact that 2 ball, like for example, if he contacts it on the far right side, kind of more with the direction the cue ball's coming from, it would actually throw the 9 ball to the left. So he needs to hit this right where he wants it to, so it doesn't throw it too much in the wrong direction. Nice shot.
Good shot.
Alright, so Rob's been sitting in the chair for a while now. Playing safe here.
He's going for the cut right there. Yep.
Alright, so as long as Alan overcuts this, he'll be just fine. And he's got plenty of pocket to overcut into.
Go 2 rail back to 3.
Probably, yeah, 3 rails.
3 rail.
Maybe even 4. Pros would probably hit 4. Yeah, he's gonna hit just bad enough.
3.
So yeah, so the pros would hit 4 there just so that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
He technically hit 4, just very poorly.
Right.
So he'll jump this. Once he remembers that he can jump. Yep, there he goes. So we'll have a nice shot on camera 3 for this jump shot. Alan pumped himself up for this jump shot. Did it jump over the pocket? So yeah, just like we talked about, the rolls go both ways, and Rob gone for the first half of the match, and Alan's getting for the second half. And whoever capitalizes on those, it's what I always think about too. When I get a good roll, I'm like, okay, I can't put this to waste. I gotta really take advantage. So Rob going for the old distance maneuver on this table, which proves to work quite well most times. So it should be 2 rails back and forth. Oh, he's playing it soft. Tough shots are even tougher when you gotta slow roll them.
Yep.
Just your mechanics don't feel as natural, and this is a 2 rail, so he should draw it off that rail. Then oh, he's playing soft. Interesting.
It's gonna be tough getting from the 5 to the 6.
That's
with
well,
it being that straight.
This shot right here, going from the 4 to the 5, is going to be rough. That's why I was surprised he didn't go 2 rails. So off the top rail and then back down and give himself some angle to pocket the same pocket where he just put that 3 ball, which is down. This is rough. So theoretically, he can hit a monster hit to your top left and ride this around the table. This is a stroke, man. You gotta hit this perfect.
I'll say he's drawing it.
Really?
Drawing it. He has to hold that side. It looked like he was trying to draw it. Just
Yeah.
didn't take.
Yeah. Ended up being a stop shot. Alright, a little bit of distance here. Is there a huge difference between an 8-foot and a 9-foot table? Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, that 1 foot difference doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot.
It's a monster, especially when you're not used to it, too, right? Not that 8-foot tables are bad, that's what I have at the house. I would have put a 9 in if I could have fit it, but I couldn't, so I've got an 8-foot diamond at the house. But 8-foot beats a 7-foot table all day long, that's for sure. Because most tables we'll encounter in bars for leagues will be 7-footers. So the 8-footer is the 9-footer in the 7-footer's eyes, if that didn't confuse you with that statement. So, Alan, wishing he could relive the last 10 seconds of his life.
It all comes down to the 9 ball. Hill
This is it,
on
yeah.
the 9.
It all comes down to this one ball. Yeah, it's going to be interesting going back to the 7-foot tables in the bar. That are just, we're going to literally have all our table time on this 9-foot table
Yeah.
for a year. 7-foot tables are going to feel like a joke.
Yeah, Alan and I played in the first half of the season on a 7-foot diamond after playing on this, and it was like ding ding ding.
Yeah.
We were just pocketing balls left and right.
Well, and I bet it felt fast too.
Oh yeah.
And that's the other thing that you have to get used to with a 9-foot. A lot of people who aren't used to playing a 9 just feel like they really have to shoot the ball around the table really hard to to get shape. And the truth is you don't. You just have to play better shape so you get the angles that you want, right? Because if you leave yourself a bunch of straight-in shots, you really have to muscle the cue ball around. Where if you leave yourself proper angles, it's not too hard of a job. There it is. Oh no! He wants a big bounce here on that 9 ball. All right, so Rob's gonna go for the attempt in the upper left corner here. Rob removing all visual distractions, including a ball he would never be able to see on the other side of the table. This has been a match, man. Wow, he hit that bad.
I think it's gonna work out for him.
Let's see what Alan likes to do here. This is a sticky spot. These are the balls that are kind of torture, just because you have to, you're just totally on the fence. So, what's the smart play here? Safe, bank, cut. This is a cut and a half if he can manage that.
I think he called the bank.
Did he?
Yeah.
It's a lot of pool table right there. He's playing safe. Oh, he's cutting it. I think that's it right there, guys. Okay. Alright, so let's see if Rob puts this away. He's missed easier tonight. No lead to think about though here, so. Kind of hit that corner on the way in, didn't he?
Right.
Alright, so Rob takes it 5-4, close match. Alright, we will be back soon. Myself and Brian are going to go and get warmed up, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Stay tuned.
That's weird. All right. Welcome back. We are about to start match 2. I am Alan, and with me is Rob. We just got off the table, so you guys will get a little bit of commentary from us. And it's apparently my laptop making that buzzing noise.
I'm not hearing it. Are you hearing it right now? Oh yeah, I do hear a difference.
Interesting.
I'll just keep my hand on there.
So Rob's gonna keep one hand on the table. Yep.
Can you hear me there, Matt? We got different.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Layout here. Okay.
Yep.
You guys switched up the buttons in here since I last been in here.
Yep. All right. So we have Matt and Brian.
Shannon did have a great, Allen did have a great comeback there, didn't he? He joined the break and run club there as well.
On accident. It was an accident. I'm putting a little asterisk next to it in the. I'm gonna put it in the computer. 1 asterisk.
In case you guys don't know what he's talking about, I don't know if you heard, but when he got the break and run, when he had the shot on the 1 ball that he banked, he had actually called defense on that and accidentally made it, and it all worked out though.
And then slopped in the 4 real professional like. I didn't even know it was a break and run until I think it was the 9 ball essentially, or maybe I was making the 8 and you said, man, he called the defense, made the 1, and he's gonna break and run this out.
It was when you were shooting the 9. I said that. I'm like, damn, because you got perfect on the 9, and yeah, that was something else. I didn't really realize it till the end there.
Oh, that's good. Get that, and the 2 and the 8 dropped.
So that was Matt on the break, right? Or was?
I believe so. Nope.
Oh. Right. I was having a really hard time with the break tonight.
Yeah, I always break off the left.
I tried that once.
Let's get some
when
table
I,
sounds.
when I was having a little bit of difficulty with the break. I usually always get a wing ball on the break on this table, and I don't think I did once get the wing ball. I don't know. Just hitting them a little off.
All right, this is my first time, chat. This is my first time controlling this side when we've gotten this new equipment. Is the music volume all right for you guys? Could it be a little louder? It's a little hard to tell from our side. I'm gonna leave it right there. That seems pretty good.
Sounds good to me, but yeah, what we hear isn't always.
Hopefully they reply.
Julietta says it's fine.
Cool.
That's an uncharacteristic miss for Matt.
Matt was telling me today has not had much table time in the last couple of weeks, which is, I mean, that's pretty typical for him. He's very busy, but it is funny because he does own
2 tables.
2 tables,
right?
One that, like, I mean, he is around a table 20 of the 24 hours. I mean, as long as he's not shooting on set, he is near a table.
No excuses.
So it's pretty funny.
I'm actually worried for the day that I get a table in my house that I'll get any sleep.
Well, my table's going at my mom's.
That
so
might
like,
work out good for you.
it's gonna be nice.
Control your habit.
Yeah. Except, I'm gonna have to take my kid over there so that my wife gets some alone time, which is okay.
And I'm sure your mom will set a curfew time on the table. She can't have you playing at 1 in the morning, right?
Nah, she's awake. It's fine.
Oh, nice cut. Stayed in position to shoot something on the 4, so it should work out. I predict your mom will be playing League with you within 6 months. Well, if we're playing League within 6 months.
I don't see us doing that. Especially since cases are on the rise and all that stuff. I just don't see it happening. Oh man, I was thinking he's on the...
If Culp gets governor, we'll be playing league again.
Yeah. I was thinking he was on the 5 there. That I didn't even see the 4.
Oh.
He says, Matt, you do it.
Oh, that's too bad. You played that really well. Well, I don't see any problems for Matt here.
Oh, let me start changing some camera angles. This is my job after all. Good job, DJ. Bad boy.
DJ always does a good job on camera 3. Did he get enough roll on this? Oh,
maybe.
He's gonna have to switch up plans. I'm sure he wanted that up top, but
oh yeah, certainly.
He'll take it where he can get it.
That is wild. I wonder if we can just
put something else on it. Let go.
This might be uncomfortable, but just put that on there. See what happens. No, it's like you need to be grounded.
How good's your battery on this laptop? I'll bet you that says it. Whoops.
Nope.
No?
No. I mean, it would last the night as long as this doesn't go forever.
Yeah. I wonder if it's just something with the... That's goofy. That is goofy.
Nothing went in. Maybe it's the sign my computer's about to blow up. It's only 2 years old.
I'm anxious to try out my new laptop on this because we had that weird color thing with the green screen when we used my Lenovo, right?
Right.
I have a new Lenovo on the way.
Oh, that's your problem. You bought a Lenovo.
Oh, I like ThinkPads.
I hated mine, man.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I guess mine wasn't quite a ThinkPad.
You have to get a ThinkPad. You can't get the consumer Lenovo. You gotta.
No, it was like their.
I do X1, so I don't.
Gamer version of it. The X. Yeah.
This time I did an X1 Extreme.
But my wife had the other one in it. The hinges broke so fast, and it's not like she's just like flinging her thing around or going to tablet mode all the time. So it's pretty crazy. That might go in. No.
That was the consumer Lenovo the hinge broke on, I imagine, right? Not a ThinkPad.
It was a ThinkPad.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this was a couple years ago now. 5 years ago or so.
Sorry guys, we'll stop being geeks talking about computers. It's probably not entertaining any of you out there.
That's okay. We're not here to entertain. We're here to push our products.
Right. Right. When is the Slurch gear coming out?
Oh, it's always in work.
I'm gonna want a Slurch cue ball signed. I'm doing a thing signed cue ball collection, so.
Okay, I got you.
Little silhouette of the Slurch on there.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I wonder. I bet you we can get that done.
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure we can.
You probably have some ridiculous minimum, right? Like 100 balls or something.
Oh yeah. I mean, we could probably sell like 6. I think there's a couple people that would buy one, and then the rest would. I'd probably have to buy back and give away.
You'd have to do like APA, send out emails
Please.
every week about how
take
there's
our
only
stuff.
a limited amount left.
Yeah. Limited supply. High demand.
This 5 is giving them problems, huh?
The question is, what would people pay for it? Because that's when it starts to get complicated.
I mean, just a standard cue ball is $20, right? So.
I mean, it just has to be a white ball. It doesn't even really have to be a cue ball. It could be a white rock.
That might be even more fun.
Yeah. Just something that's completely not round.
It's a white chiseled out rock.
It's basically how I feel.
It loosely resembles a ball.
Billy, if you're getting very few comments, you're getting all the comments. Don't worry. Yeah, paperweight. The 5 finally dropped.
Oh.
A patch. That would be easier. A patch would be very simple. And cheap. Man. It's a pretty good idea.
Oh.
Ooh. That's too bad. That was probably out there. Realistically.
I mean, you got to get pretty good on that 9 though, with it sitting on the rail. That's the only difficulty here. What do you think? Matt's going defense here? I imagine he is, but. It's hard to tell. Well, yeah,
He's calling safe there.
He did call safe. Yeah. I played that kind of sellout simple defense on you a couple times where it's like, this is all I got. I'll just leave you a bank. If you make it, you make it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling pretty good about the end of that. I was like, okay, I got myself all the way back.
Oh, Alan,
We're on the
the
9.
first 2 racks, I felt like I was gonna 5-0. Yeah, I was like,
I was texting,
I'm gonna roll over Alan tonight.
I was texting my friend saying, hey, I'm already thinking about playing video games. Are you gonna be on soon? Like,
I don't know what happened, because you don't usually start shooting that well and then just fall off of it, and it just, I don't know what happened. I just lost it.
yeah, it's tough. It's just such a mental game. As soon as you feel like you're losing it, it's just a landslide. Like, you can't stop it. It just
you get hooked a couple times, get a couple unlucky hooks, and yeah, it's the mental side kicks in, and for sure.
Yeah, I was just like, I missed once in the first, like, realistically one rack or one ball. I played a couple bad defenses that are misses.
Yeah. Yeah.
I missed one actual time in the first 2 racks, and I was just like, this is unreal. Every time I walk away from the table, he's making 6 or 7 balls. Just like, holy cow.
Ooh. Well, he's gonna get away with that, because how in the world does Brian get out from here? I mean,
just tap it in, just pocket speed, and then
then you still gotta
go
slide
all
it by
the way. Yeah,
by the side pocket. I
Go all
would
the
probably
way
hit
down.
this pretty hard and actually try and come all the way back around behind it, but that's asking a lot on this table.
that works too.
Yeah.
Shoot, call the 9. Do it.
I'm a little surprised Brian didn't really actually just go straight up defense there, because that seems like, he's pretty smart about playing defense. Well, yeah, I thought he was going to go for that.
Well, now you run into the 9 here. You hope to run into the 9.
I don't. It looks like he'll be able to hit it real nice and soft, right? And just shoot it up into the corner. Yeah.
Oh, but that's.
He didn't totally sell out, but this is that common first rack. Lots of little issue balls.
Yeah, the first rack blues. I feel like my mic, I'm just breathing into it. These things are touchy.
Yeah, these Yamaha headsets, this is the first time I've used them. I feel like they're a little more sensitive. Nice shot. Really nice shot.
Yeah, leaves himself pretty for the 9. I actually really hate this song. Ooh, he almost scratched. Not really. He didn't really almost scratch.
There's a, I forget what song it is, but there's a song that comes up on here that there's a YouTuber that does pool shots. His name's Raleigh. Well, I actually like that song.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's also a very good series. Not that I'm...
Yeah, it's kind of cool seeing him try to shoot the shots that pros have done. I forget what he calls it. But
yeah, that's a really good, entertaining series. It's a lot of comedy, but gives you a lot of bit of useful information at some point.
Yeah.
Kind of goes over misses and stuff. But
I'd be curious what level player he is. I would put him somewhere between 500 and 600 Fargo.
Yeah, to me that means not a... Because I have no idea.
He'd be a 7 APA.
Yeah.
And probably a 9 ball, but maybe an 8. I mean, he's a good shooter.
Yep.
Did you watch any of the series where he was like preparing to go play the U.S. Open also? Yeah.
I've watched all of his stuff.
He's a pretty entertaining guy.
Yep. He's actually one of my favorites. Oops, that is not the camera I wanted. Sorry, guys. Nope, you missed it.
My favorite for a while recently has been Charivari, a German guy.
Yep.
Wow, he puts out some awesome content.
Kamui actually just picked him up.
Oh, really?
As a yeah. So Kamui he's officially sponsored by Kamui, which is pretty sweet.
That's cool. He'll probably start giving away Kamui tips.
Alright, so Brian shot at the 1 after Matt took the first rack. I was like, man, he's stuck behind.
He's gonna have
5,
time getting into the 4 though.
Yeah, I mean, get out of here. Go to that camera.
Yeah, that's rough.
I mean,
you just gotta draw the piss out of it. I wouldn't put any right or left on it, and he'd basically bring the cue ball right back on the line he's on and try to sneak between the 4-8.
See, I was thinking bottom right and just...
I think right he'll end up getting into the 9.
I think so too. But even if you bump the 9, it's not ideal.
He might get by it. Yeah, he might get by that and have a shot. I like that. It's hard to say when we're up here looking.
Yeah, here's a better angle. See, he's kind of thinking that.
He had it way too full for us to know what was really going
to happen. Yep. I think that's what he was thinking there. Is there room for moving the break cloth after the break? Nope. Nope. If the ball rolls over that, it rolls over it. If not, then...
That one there, Steve, is paper thin. It's not like a piece of felt. So, honestly, when you see a ball roll over it, the ball doesn't really have any effect.
I mean...
I still try to get it out of there.
I guess it kind of has some, like... On parts of it, the edges are starting to come up a little bit.
When it's brand new, it's a lot better.
Yeah, when it's brand new, it's flat.
Yeah. Yeah, I got more in my bag. I need to break a couple more out.
Yeah, we'll have to start replacing those. Probably half seasons.
About $1 a piece.
Yeah. That was a good question. Yeah, as always, if you guys have any more questions, just don't be afraid to ask. I'll answer them. Well, we will answer them as best we can, or just give you some sort of garbage advice. Or one of us will give you real advice, the other one will give like garbage advice, and you guys will get to pick which one you like better.
I like that. We'll
make a game out of it.
Yes, Steve, definitely when you're using an actual piece of felt, which most places use, this patch here though it's really thin and it kind of sticks, almost adheres to the cloth. So pretty rare to have anything roll off weird on it. Oh, a miscue.
That's a scratch. Yeah, some of the Like when you go to a bar, they give you just that little tiny. It's funny they give you that little tiny thing of felt.
Yeah.
And I mean it's felt too, so it's like quarter of an inch thick.
I don't like breaking off of that either because your cue ball literally skips off of it.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. Good idea.
Okay.
Off the rail.
Gonna have a 4-8 combo here.
Oh, I did have that 2-9-7 combo. That was a
Yeah,
fun
that was
shot.
nice. That was nice.
I didn't have anything else to really go with, but
I was kind of hoping you'd miss that and leave me a 2-9 combo.
that's why I hit it so hard.
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, the cue ball needs to get going, because if I miss this like that, I'm gonna be real upset
And that's the dilemma with combos right there, is getting shape on
on the next
first
ball.
ball you hit.
Yeah, you really have to think about it. You can't just kind of not that he willy-nilly hit that,
And
but
sometimes even thinking about it doesn't help, right? Looks like he's going defense here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he was just shooting that thing. He cut that perfect. A little harder, he's in.
a little harder he's in, and he's got shape on the 5.
Yeah. Yeah, he was never going to lose shape on that 5.
Going to the 6, essentially.
Oh, looks like Matt's going 2, maybe 3 rails. 2, 3. Ooh. That'll work.
I think that'll do.
I think that's what he had in mind.
He's a little, I think he's a little straight, but I imagine we're going to see a monster draw here, I think. Nope, top.
He really needs some good position on the 6 to be able to get to the 7.
That'll do.
You rarely see Matt shoot that position, follow position, you know? It's almost always draw
Yeah,
for
he
him.
likes to draw. It's the beauty shot.
Yeah.
Is there a secret to that combo? Seems to always leave me
Oh.
alone. Wow. That sucks. He did the pretty shot and then
Yeah. He was laid up for the out, for sure. Thought I heard
I think he
somebody-
just tapped his cue.
Oh.
Is there a secret to that? Combos seem to always leave me bad on my original ball. So you have to think about it like a regular, like any other shot, kind of where you're thinking, okay, well, like I think most people focus on making the combo, right? And then just immediately kind of lose focus on where the cue ball is going to go.
Yeah.
And you have to just think about, okay, if I hit this like this, you still have to think about that tangent line and then whether or not you're putting draw or follow on the cue ball. You just...
When I look at those, I first look at the shot, and then I look at where the initial ball that I'm going to hit would go without me trying to do anything with it, and then I decide on how I can get my cue ball there to get a shot on that.
Right.
I don't try to affect where that first ball is going to go. I just try to realize where it's going to go and affect where the cue ball goes in order to make it.
Yep.
But the real secret to it is not shooting combos.
Yeah.
But you know, all said and done, sometimes it's hard to just see what's gonna really happen on a combo.
There is not a Seeking Gravity store, and I don't know for sure if when we have. That's not something that we've really talked about, like realistically.
We've joked about it.
Yeah, we've. Yeah. It'd be nice, but right now we're just trying to get the website up and running in a way that
Nice
you guys
out.
can be able to see it. It's just feels like infinite amounts of work.
And Matt goes up 2-0.
actually when Matt was doing the all of the man, what are the graphics and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
He messaged me and said, "Hey, the matches are all messed up on the website." And I was like, "What?" So go in and look, and there was just a bunch of like kind of duplicates and stuff, and I was just like, "Holy cow, this is a mess." Because I don't know what happened. Because it's not like I'm just going in there just like adding just random things, you know.
Right.
Very weird. But we got it all taken care of. Okay, so dry break.
So I'm not the only one dry breaking tonight. That makes me feel a little better. You know, sometimes I wouldn't know what adjustments to make, but they say you have to make adjustments just because of the weather conditions, you know, temperature, humidity, whatever. But maybe that is the difference on the brake, because I feel like I wasn't doing anything different than I normally do.
Well, even Matt's left-handed and he brakes on the left side. Because normally the left-handed players will brake on the right if they're doing that brake. But yeah, even he brakes on the left on this table. So yeah, try that next time.
Yeah, I only snapped one off of the left, but no difference really.
Yeah, I think I've actually only had a handful of dry brakes on this table.
Yeah. It's usually pretty consistent making that wing ball. Problems with the one ball.
Ninja Brian.
If Billy was here.
I don't.
Very unlikely that
I don't
Matt
see
shoots
Matt
this.
going for this. Yeah.
That's pretty tough. If it would have landed a little bit better, he probably would. But
I think he just took a mini look, but there's no way.
well, it almost looks like he's cutting it that way. No. Okay. It's so hard to see the angles on that overhead view, right? They
Yeah.
get distorted a little bit.
It's funny because it looks like it's so good, right? Like it looks like it's there's minor distortion, but it ends up being quite a bit. I mean, and that camera's almost dead center.
Yeah.
It's just slightly off.
It's amazing
just how
with the
the
technology there is that they haven't figured out a way to fix that, right? And
Right.
I mean, I watch plenty of pro tournaments, and the problem still exists in very high-level pro tournaments.
And maybe that's why they seem to veer away from like a lot of stuff. They don't use the overhead camera as much.
Yeah.
They use a lot more side shots or above kind of floating other cameras that are floating around. I don't know what I'm doing. English is hard.
I know Matt's probably upset with that one. I had him pegged to make that.
Yeah, Matt has made. I would say for him, he's probably thinking mistakes. I think he's probably made a a couple mistakes here, and Brian really hasn't taken full advantage of them.
But Matt has got fortunate on a lot of the mistakes.
He has, yeah.
And
He's gonna be able to make that.
Brian got fortunate there. You think he can make that?
Yeah. He's gonna get a jump cue.
Oh yeah. But
It's a pretty easy jump. It's only like
yeah, it's a small pocket though.
like a quarter ball, maybe, that he has to jump.
I thought he could almost maybe just shoot straight at it and cut it in there.
See, I thought when I pulled out my jump cue on ours at near the end, I don't even remember if it was the final rack or not. It was the final rack.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Oh, he just cut it in there.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he got either the short cue or he shot it with his jump cue because he was stuck on the pole.
Oh, that could have been it. But yeah, I whipped out the jump cue and I was thinking, oh my gosh, if I don't hit this, or if I hit this other ball, this is over.
Yeah, I knew you were struggling with the decision on that one. And you could have gone ahead and tried to play like an intentional foul defense.
I thought about that, just tying it up.
I was looking at it, and I don't know if I would have done it or not without going up there and really making up my mind, but I thought about it for a second. I'm like, hopefully he doesn't play an intentional foul.
Yeah, it had definitely crossed my mind, and then I was just like, man. And in my head,
I was honestly hoping you made that shot if you were going to get a clean hit on it, though, because I can't remember what, but there were a couple problem balls.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured if he leaves me bad on this 3 with a good hit, it'll be really tough for me to get out. I think that's the one where the 5 was on the rail, and I actually made that shot.
They were all on the rail. Everything was on the rail.
Yeah, that's a tough rack to get out when everything's on the rail, right? Yeah. Yeah, we had a couple goofy racks there.
I can't stand losing on a botched defensive shot. That drives me nuts. When there's an offensive shot available and I decide to take like the safer route and then I botch it, that just it's infuriating.
A little surprised that you did that.
Well, I definitely did not mean to cut it as thin as I did.
Yeah.
That was yeah. As soon as I hit that, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I have a really hard time talking myself into playing defense on the 9 ball. Unless it's just like a 99% defensive opportunity for me.
Yeah. All right, Brian's on, I would say, the wrong side of this 8. So he's gonna have to come up with something to get it down table here. I mean, I guess he doesn't have to come up with too much. It depends on how
I would just roll it forward. This is natural.
It could be. To me, it just looks super straight.
You just can't hit it too hard. Yeah.
That'll do.
That will work real nice. Good shot.
You gotta be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly a little too hard because the angle would have been flattened if he hit it softer, and he would have checked up real nice on it. But you know, it's totally doable. No problem.
See, even that looks like he was aiming at the wrong spot from here. Like, where is he aiming?
Now this one, you definitely got to hit hard enough to get it back to center table if you miss. And that's a shame. It's funny that he conceded that, because he has oftentimes told me that he won't concede to anybody.
Sometimes you're just mad.
It's just out of frustration, right?
Yeah.
That's oftentimes when I concede.
You just don't even want to see your opponent put the ball in. You're just let me re-rack real quick.
Yep. I sometimes will concede it just because I'm like, I don't deserve to win should you make a mistake on this ball after missing that.
Dude, in our first match, you conceded 2 balls. There was a 7 and the 9 on the table, and you conceded the rack against me. That was the 4th rack.
Not tonight. Our first. Yeah.
Our first match. I was like, what just happened?
That was probably a
what just
frustration.
Happened? Yeah, and then you came back and beat me, so it worked out.
Oh Jesus! Did I? I don't think I marked that.
You don't think you marked what?
that put us at 4?
I don't know. Do you want to go check real quick? You can go check.
Yeah,
with-
I'm gonna go check. So they're talking about how it was seated.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think that was the third rack, but. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought that was 3. That would have been a quick 4 if that was the 4th.
Yeah.
Put your hand on the laptop. Also, he's made the
Wow.
the
Assume
1.
the position.
He's made the 1, the 2, the 6, and the.
That's it.
Oh.
Oh. And the 3 just went down on that scratch.
6.
He had to try and get at that 4 though.
This is interesting too because I don't. Oh, I guess the 4 goes in the top right corner.
I would play defense on this though. It's so easy to play defense, a lock-up defense on it. And you know, I mean, that's not a gimme shot up to that corner.
My concern would be.
Like that. See, I would have come up top and
Yeah.
just rolled up on the 8 ball.
Yep. Yeah, it's different because Brian usually. I've always thought that Brian played very defensive oriented.
Oh, definitely.
And I feel like in the last couple months he's really kind of morphed into a more offensive player. He's taken a lot less defensive shots.
It's funny because then we have Billy, who I
It's the
believe has done the opposite.
The opposite, yeah. So it's interesting to see how people's games have changed. And you know, I mean, we play with each other in league, and I mean, the players who are on your team, you see them shoot pretty much weekly. And I've never really noticed any of that before. Like, in fact, I don't think you do. I feel like people for league just show up and play their game and go home and then think about pool the next week.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you're not paying as close of attention when you're in the bar playing league too, because it's much more social.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very, very different atmosphere, that's for sure.
Not that I don't like the social aspect, but I prefer to play in a little bit more serious.
A little more intimate environment.
Yeah, you know, more focus and yeah. When I play in the local leagues, it typically really isn't that much about the competition to me. It's about going out, hanging out with friends.
Hey, that's twice that's happened today.
That was almost a repeat of your 4 ball, huh?
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of shooting.
He's gonna take the 9 to the same pocket. Oh
No.
Oh, he got on it perfect though.
I think the bank should be there. There shouldn't be a double. Yeah, no way. I was thinking there might be a double kiss here, but
Wow, that one 9-ball that I tried to bank, I hit that so awful. I couldn't believe, because the bank was there. It wasn't an easy one, but the potential correct angle cut was there, and I just hit it way too fat.
wow.
Well,
The thing is, I don't feel like Brian's playing poorly. He's just barely off.
well, he's really. It's unfortunate because Matt is leaving him a lot of opportunities, more
Yeah.
than Matt usually leaves. I feel like Brian could have easily had 2 games already. Now that's easy to say, but because if Brian's shooting a little better, maybe Matt shoots a little better too.
Right, yeah, it's a
Sometimes it's easy to get caught up in your opponent's play.
yeah, I mean it's sometimes it's easier to play better when it's easier to play better when your opponent's playing better, but sometimes it's really frustrating when you're just sitting there watching your opponent play.
I'd much rather my opponent is shooting good,
No, for sure.
because if my opponent's shooting poorly, I usually shoot poorly, because then subconsciously I'm thinking I can get away with it, right? I
Right.
don't have to shoot good.
For sure. I mean, it's the same thing as playing people who you know that you are a better player than.
Yeah, I'd much rather play players that I know are better than me. Puts the pressure on. Or players that I have like an ongoing kind of battle with, right?
Right.
Your arch nemesis. What went down? 1, 2, 3, 4,
The 6.
5, 6. And looks pretty good for getting
Yeah.
from the 1 to the 2.
I think Brian might be in trouble here.
3's got 2 pockets at least. This looks pretty good. I think this is the key shot, really, right here.
Yep. And then getting from the 2 to the 3, and then that's pretty much all she wrote at that point.
It's gonna be tough because he's not gonna be doing much other than just check it up right there, I don't think. Which isn't bad. He can check it up right there and still cut the 3 in and get shape on the 4, no problem. If I'm sitting right here, I probably just take what the table gives me. I don't try to get fancy, but I think Matt's trying to get fancy. Yep. And look, it didn't even do him any good. He's where he would have been just by shooting a little punch shot. He's
Yeah,
in
but it
the
was a
same
fun
spot.
shot.
Yeah, it looked pretty.
Yeah, he just needs to avoid the 5. Doesn't want to run another 5 here.
Nah,
He shouldn't, as long as he doesn't
should
put
be
follow
fine
on
there.
it.
If anything, I'd be worried about contacting the 4. Ooh. Yeah, just a little bit off. The people in the chat room can tell when I take a drink of my beer over here because the hum comes in.
Well, I'm curious if they can even hear the hum or if it's just on our end. It must be... They must be able to hear it, I think.
Hi, Janice. Can you guys hear any hum in the feed out there? If anybody in the chat, if I take my hand off this laptop, we can hear like a little bit of back feed.
It's like my laptop's not grounded or something. It's just being weird.
I'll bet it's just us.
Yeah, no hum. Okay, that's fine. I can do.
Yeah. It's
I can deal
annoying
with
for
it.
us.
Yeah, I can deal with an annoyance if it doesn't. If they don't hear it.
Jordans out there. That's weird. I would have thought we would have seen a nice shot comment by now. Well, that was a nice defense.
Oh, he's going straight for... Whoa. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, but I'm surprised he just sat down and went for it right away.
Yeah, he didn't take a whole lot of time on that. Well, there was one where I played defense on you and you shot really quick like that too. It was like you had just conceded that you weren't going to get it. And I was a little surprised because I don't usually see you do that.
That was right after I was telling my friend I'm ready to play some video games. I said he's going to run this out. Watch this. Oh, no. Oh, he hooked me. Great. DJ was buzzing, but we couldn't hear it. Yeah, so it's just my computer being a little bit weird, or at least it has something to do with my computer at least.
If titanium leg.
If Rob doesn't keep his hand on there, we just hear a hum, but it's not a big deal if you guys can't hear it.
Alright, Matt.
Yeah, now he's just playing around.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. I mean, I think I would have just checked up for the side, but if you're feeling comfortable, you want to let your stroke out. And there it is for the 5-0, 1-9 ball away. That was less than an hour match. That's it, guys.
Alright, so next week we will be back for week 22, which is the final week of our season before we go into playoffs. So make sure to tune in Monday night at 7 o'clock for 2 more matches. And that is it for us for the night. You guys have a great night.
All right, thanks everybody.